Hi, evening everyone in Australia, good afternoon in the UK. Just quickly, a quick apology for being 5 minutes late. It was just some technical difficulties at the clinic and it was very noisy, so I thought I'd just postpone quickly. And also an apology because I don't actually have the oils with me. I rushed it out the house, so I have a picture. So we're talking about Forgive. It's backwards, but that's what we're talking about today anyway, the renewing blend. So let's get cracking. So yes, it's called Forgive. That is the brand name from doTERRA. If you have got any of the resources, you'll see it generically called the Renewing Blend. It's just a generic term for it. So these are the ingredients. So these are the key ingredients: spruce leaf, bergamot peel, juniper berry, myrrh resin, arbor vitae wood, newt wood, lime leaf, and citronella herb. Okay. I'm going to touch a little bit later about a few of these and why they're so beneficial in this blend, why it's emotionally. Now, this blend, it is part of the emotions oils, so really, really key oil in helping to renew and also restore some of your emotions. So the oil offers an organic aid for basically overcoming negative past and being able to press forward into a bright future. I really love that statement. That's actually from the doTERRA blog. So if you type that in Google, you'll come up with a few links, and a little bit further down the page usually there's one, and if you just look for the word blog, they're the best ones I find because they go into a bit more depth and talk about other things rather than just the oil, the ingredients, and how to use it. It kind of goes into why you use it and different reasons. But yeah, if you're wanting to Google any of the oils, that is my suggestion. Okay, so it is powerful for you. I have been using it recently, probably a good 2 months ago now, but I used it for a solid few weeks. And yeah, I felt really calm after using it. I mean, I actually was very emotional and cried, and I went through that for a few times after using it. I believe it's linked to the oil and also linked to me being able to sort of clear myself of that negative emotional hold I had on certain things from my past and whatnot. It's not like, I'm really lucky. I don't have a very negative past, but for what I was needing to be cleansed for, renewed for, it was a great oil to help me with that. So if you have certain feelings of difficult experiences, relationships, or any kind of historical family traits, then this is a really great oil for you to use. And basically all those types of feelings like anger, hurt, and sadness, they can really fester. They can fester, they can grow, they can become something bigger than they are. And I mean, something happened to me at work a few years ago, and I normally don't hold any grudges, but I don't hold a grudge, but I haven't forgotten what's happened, and I feel like it still sort of sits with me. And there's someone that I kind of would always want to avoid in future situations. And I think that's because we haven't had a conversation, talked out, and I haven't been able to iron out those kinks emotionally that I feel, and therefore I'm not been able to forgive and move on. But it's really important to do that, not for the other person, because to be honest, I don't want to forgive that person until they actually apologize to me. But it's important for me to forgive that person because I don't want them to have a hold over the way I feel and my emotions. So it's really great to be able to, like, in this world that we live in, sort of talk about this and acknowledge that we are emotional beings and we do have feelings and they do get hurt and squished sometimes. And I think maybe even 10, 15 years ago, this wasn't something that we kind of were able to talk about, along with mental health as well. Like, it's such a more of a broad topic and everyone realizes it's so much to it in depth now that you kind of can talk about it, and that's really cool. And using oils is such a great way to empower yourself to be able to deal with something by yourself. And I kind of, from my personal experience, you feel a little bit more as it empowers you, you kind of feel a little bit more proud of yourself because you've been able to sort of deal with your emotions yourself. And if you wish to take that further and sort of seek counselling or help, then that's great too. So I've used this blend a lot recently, as I said, whilst dealing with the tough emotional times. So you can really feel it and experience peace and joy that comes with forgiveness. And obviously that's why it's called the Forgiving Blend, because they're the things you hope to achieve from using it. Leave the past in the past. You know, look forward to a renewing future. Renew the way you feel. So ways you can use this oil. So meditation is really awesome. It's awesome anyway without oils, but you can diffuse doTERRA Forgive in the room whilst you're doing meditation. If it's something you're not really on board with or keen on, and that's fine. What I did, I have it in a touch roller as well as the 5 ml blend, and I just rolled it on my feet every night before I went to sleep, and it really allows those oils to get to work during sleep. And it's quite a nice time because your body's completely relaxed and it can kind of get in there and, you know, work its way through your veins, and yeah, just sort of help you on a really personal level where you're not really overthinking too many things and having lots of things going on where you're distracted. Your body can just sort of relax. And yeah, I mean, it can be quite a tiring process, and it's also can be quite a long, drawn out process. I think that's something I need to revisit. As probably many of you experience these types of things, you have to kind of adopt a habit, otherwise you sort of forget to do it. And I'm really good for 2 weeks, but, you know, forget what I'm doing or move on to something else that's intriguing me. But yeah, this is like most things in life, consistency is key. So continue to do it, and you will notice the difference, and you will have a good positive experience from it. So if you seek to free feelings of forgiveness, then it's a really good one, like I said, with the touch roller that I use, to just have on hand throughout the day to help counteract any sort of negative emotions that you're feeling. You know, if you turn up to work and you're in a really bad mood and it's not really fair to other people that you are, normally if that happens to me, I say, look, guys, I'm not feeling it today. At least then people kind of are aware to keep away from me, or not to take anything that they do to heart. But you know, you don't always have to be like that. You don't always want to share with everyone that you're not feeling great. So you don't get the questions, and, you know, which is a lovely thing, but sometimes you're just not really into talking about it, and that's fine. So it's good to have it with you, you know, pop into the toilet and just like inhale it in the cubicle, just but you know, just so you're away from prying eyes, and you come out smelling amazing. Yes. So, So let's talk about why it helps to balance your emotions. So basically, there's lots of tree oils there's tree oils or wood oils in this blend, and they are high in monoterpene esters, is however you pronounce it, and they basically help to balance emotions. There's loads of science, and I've got a website that's really interesting, which we can, if you're interested and you'd like to learn more, just we'll send you the link to the website. But they really do help balance emotions, which is why one of the other oils, which we've already talked about, Balance, is called Balance because it's really woody, and it does help you to adjust it to go from to here or from down here to up here. And Thyme oil, this produces renewing and toning properties. So that's, you know, gives it its name. Again, guys, if you haven't already looked into getting one of these and you're looking about getting into essential oils due to emotions, you need to get this book. It's just really good. I literally, when I first bought it, started just reading from cover to cover, and the things that I found in here just so interesting. Yeah, so another one that's quite linked to this, I think, from my personal experience, again, you need to do your own research to find this out, is helichrysum. I think it's an oil for pain, so it's really good for physical pain, but also emotional pain. And yeah, it kind of aids the walking wounded, which is cool. But the renewing blend, I'm just going to read a quick paragraph. So it was formulated to assist individuals who desire to forgive. It's well understood that forgiving others actually sets one free, and it is so true. If you've experienced forgiveness, like true forgiveness, then you'll know that this is true. And this blend is especially helpful when individuals feel cynical or begin to expect the worst from other people. Instead of looking for the good in others, they may view them in a negative light. They may also have a tendency to just feel justified in blaming others for their own personal situations or misfortunes. Renewing Blend teaches that everyone is learning and growing together. Mistakes and offences will happen, but should be met with forgiveness and kindness. And you know, doing that helps you. You just feel calm, and it also makes someone else go, a minute, a reaction probably I would have given, and then that may pay it forward to somebody else, which is good. I know it's easier said than done, but yeah. Helps you to let go of bitterness and hostilities and embrace other people as an extension of themselves, a part of the human family. That's the golden rule in life, isn't it? Treat others as you'd like to be treated yourself. So yeah, inhale it from the bottle or diffuse, and you can apply this over your heart, on your neck, wrists, or behind your ears as well. So yeah, great blend. And if it's something that you particularly are sparked interest on because of what you're going through at the moment, you know, just message me. I'm happy to talk to you about stuff and talk you through maybe, you know, some protocols of things you can help you. Okay, guys, that's it. And sorry again for the 5 minute lateness. I'm on time today, 10 minutes. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your evening or day, and I hope that this was informative for you. And don't forget to subscribe so that you get notifications of when we're live or when we post a new video. All right, and I think it's going to be here. I'm going to edit the video and put the subscribe button up here. So, yeah, love from me.